Evening, people. Well, the boss is away and I've decided it's a good idea to try something I've been wanting to try for a long time, and that is fish curry. So we're having a go, and we have it all the ingredients organised here. Just take a look what's in the pan now. I'll just turn you around. We got, take a look there, we got a little bit of carrot, a little bit of broccoli, some other, plenty of garlic. Garlic's a good thing. Some sunflower seeds. Over here we've got some coconut cream. We've got, green curry paste, and over here one of my personal favourites, Sona's secret sauce. Only it's probably not that secret anymore because I've told you. Anyway, a little bit further over here we have some beautiful snapper fillets. Of course, if you're going to do a fish curry, well, you need fish, so we've decided that that's me, we've decided snapper fillets might be the go, because that's what I happen to get out of the freezer. So that's what we're going to use, snapper fillets. So right now I really don't know my way around this too much, but I'm going to kind of get this stuff in the pan, which I mentioned earlier. We're getting that kind of cooking. In a second I'm going to put a little bit of the coconut cream in there and the curry paste. So anyway, I need both hands right now. So I'm going to sign off for a sec, and I'll just get the rest of this organised and get back to you. So I would just like to point out at this junction, well, quantities are quite important. The exact amount you put in, everything's quite critical, for the end result and the perfect taste. So green curry paste, what I put in was exactly what I managed to squeeze out the side of the thingamabob as it was hovering over the pan, and that I'm pretty sure is exactly the right amount. Sona's secret sauce, well, that's about exactly as much as was in the bottle, which is now empty, which I think was about half. Anyway, I'll check with Sony next time I see her and see if that's okay. And Solo's choice coconut cream, well, I was only going to use half the can, except when I tipped it up, well, it kept coming out. So what's in the pan is what was in the can. I'm sure that must be right because it kind of rhymes. Anyway, that's where we're at right now. I'll give you a little bit of a look at what's in the pan. It does look pretty yummy. Check that out. Looking pretty delicious. So we're just gonna, oh, hang on. Wow, and it smells delicious. So we're just gonna let this simmer. Turn it down a fraction. I think that's what you should do. So we're just going to let this simmer away for a minute, just to kind of, break down the veggies and that, and then in is going to go the fish. So come back around here. There we go. So I'm just going to sit down and do something else that's quite important when you're cooking, and that is have a glass of wine. And I'll get back to you in a minute when that starts to reduce down a little bit. Cheers, catch you in a minute. Okay guys, well, I've timed the actual the rendering down of that, I call it that, but there's probably a technical term that you're actually supposed to use. But anyway, reduced. I reduced down the actual the coconut cream and all that other stuff I had in there, and it was looking pretty good. So I decided it's a good time to put the snapper in, which I've just done. I'll turn you around so you take a bit of a squiz at this. I've just fired the snapper in at, what do you call it, strategic intervals, which has been precisely timed, because it's the time it took to, well, I don't know, nearly finish my glass of wine. So, I see that's actually dropped the heat down in that pan because of the snapper, which was cold. So the temptation is probably just to turn it up, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to let that simmer away for a minute, because well, I'm a bit of a learner at this, so I don't know, when in doubt, go conservative. So conservative means don't turn it up. So I see it's actually starting to simmer a little bit more now. I'll turn you around so you can take another shot of this. You see that? Just bubbling away. And I pretty much think that what we're doing is we're just going to leave it there until the snapper just cooks through. Anyway, this snapper curry is looking pretty delish, man, I tell you. I wish videos could kind of, you know, have a, what do you call it? A smell sensation, because it smells pretty damn good. So turn you around and take a look, because I'm turning these fillets over, because I don't want to overcook it. And I see it's just starting to cook through. So we're just going to turn it and give it a couple of secs here. Man, I tell you, if you could smell this, wow, it smells pretty awesome. It's going to taste awesome. I'm just going to let that simmer for a touch longer, and once it's ready to plate, I mean that's a technical term that chefs like myself use, we'll get back to you and we'll show you the end results. Cheers. I'm just waiting, those fillets, they're just about done. I'm just going to give them the final touches. Thought you guys might have been here for dinner, I heard the door. Anyway, I'll turn you around and you can take another shot at this. Oh man, don't know if you can see that, you must be able to. It is just simmering away in there. Those fillets, I think they are just about done. It is delish. Well, I have enough here for two easy, more than me. I don't know why, but I'm used to cooking for two. My loving wife as well, but anyway, she's not here, but I don't know, I'm going to enjoy it. So, like I said earlier, I think I'll come back to you in a sec when this is about ready to chuck on the plate. Well, it looks like those precisely measured quantities I mentioned earlier seem to have worked out about right, but anyway, I'm gonna sample it. Here it is. Snapper curry. Delish. Anyway, I'm going to go away. I'm going to sample this. It is just beautiful. I think I got the curry about right, precisely. One more look at that. There it is on my plate. Just beautiful. Anyway, cheers for now. I'm off to polish it off.